All you hardcores out there, how are you doing? Just thought I'd kill a bit of time. I'll tell a few funny stories, few sport funny stories. A couple. But first of all, I want to give a big shout out to Welcome Estates. I don't give them a shout out in every video because I don't want to overcook it. But it's going to be fantastic, honestly, fantastic. And like I said, we're doing that diet thing every week now, diet podcast Zoom thing or filming. I don't think I know anything about dieting. I don't think I know anything at all. But obviously going from like £400 in weight to £125, you'd like to think that I know a little bit of something, wouldn't you? Obviously I'm £160 now, 161 this morning, so I've put a bit of weight back on, 36 pounds. But I don't profess to know everything about dieting, but what I do know is that the less you put in the mouth, the better, and that's why I have 2 of these, morning and lunch, and I'm not due that one for another 3 hours. And then an evening meal, jacket, tatey, sausage, casserole I'm having to eat. And that's it. Pretty crap, innit? But it's enough, innit? We overeat, don't we? You can always tell when you're eating too much, you know, because you're forever going to the toilet all the time and having a number 2. But anyway, that's another story. Big shout out to Spartan Civil Engineering and Demolition. They've been spot on with me as well. Fantastic. Really dropped on. Really dropped on. Funny boxing stories. I'll tell you, there's a Clinton one, a Dennis one, and a Billy Bremner one. The Dennis one, I started knocking around with Dennis nearly 8 years ago. We're up Ecclesall Road, blind drunk. He goes, oh, let's go back to mine. He goes, oh, I've got to get off me. I need to get off. He goes, I've had too much to drink. Go back to mine. I goes, oh, I don't know. Thought could end up done in or something. Or out my brains. You get paranoid, don't you, sometimes when you're out your brains. He goes, oh, I've got a snooker table. I went, let's get a black cab back to yours, Dennis. So he goes back to Dennis's, this farmhouse. He lives opposite Clinton Woods. Gets there, pours whiskey out, Dennis. Big screen thing in there, MTV on. Thought, I'll have some of this while 5 AM, taking Dennis's money off him. Because the way Dennis was talking about snooker, he didn't really know much. But he had a table. Anyway, so I get all balls out, sets him up, looks over, he's passed out, so I thought, well, I'll just play on my own here. No queues. No queues. There was some bit of a broken queue in there, like one of them screwing. See, what's that? I felt like smashing it on wall. I'm like, Ron, where's queues? He's like, blotto he was. And I thought, aren't we alright here? So I thought, well, I might as well go on. Couldn't even get a signal on phone because it's down this country lane. I thought, oh, it's a nightmare here. I went outside, he's got these big massive dogs going berserk. Hey Dennis, I'm just talking about you on film. Hang on, I'll shut windows. Say hello.
How you doing, pal?
No, I'm filming here in the car waiting for Frank. I'm just telling a story about when I went back to your house for a game of snooker and you had no cues. Do you remember? About 8 years ago when you passed out in snooker room.
Yes, you led me astray, didn't you?
Led you astray. You'll tell me what you on with?
Yes. I've just got a couple of minutes, so are we went for a coffee later today?
Yeah, well I'm in Haywood now, Berry, up that in Rochdale. When he's done put these discs on car, I'll blast over you.
Want to have a chat with you because I've got to shoot back to Jersey tomorrow. Are you coming to the show on Saturday?
Yeah, I am, yeah.
I haven't decided because Lillis has rung me up. Have I I told Terry he's coming and helping with?
Yeah, Terry's coming, yeah, Terry, yeah. He's coming, yeah.
Right, okay. I need to tell Steve Lillis to step down then.
Alright then. Okay.
Yeah. Alright, so give me a shout in a bit. How's Frank? How's he doing?
He's alright, he's shaping up. He's going to gym every day and that is a trooper, isn't he?
Oh, he's a fucking proper man, him.
Yeah,
Proper man.
proper man.
No, I don't see him, but I love him. He's a proper man.
Yeah, he is, yeah. Yeah.
Proper old school man, him.
Topper is, yeah. Yeah. Hey, he took me yesterday.
You told me about him.
Yeah, he took me yesterday to this place. He said how much you've been quoted for them bits. Told him, he went, leave it to me. He went to this place, walked in, they couldn't do enough for him. I got him for a third at price. Couldn't believe it, Dennis. Saved me about 500 quid.
Yeah, there's another kid I know in Manchester called Ant, who's big pals with Gomez.
Yeah.
He's good friends with Frank.
Yeah, Frank's alright, man. It's mustard, isn't he?
Yeah,
So,
I like him.
alright then.
Anyway, last night
Yeah.
I had a table for one with me curry, thinking about it.
What, 'cause I stood the up?
And I went to a different curry house. It weren't as good either. So I didn't want to go to that one on my own.
Yeah.
A week or two.
I don't know.
But anyway, no problem. So give us a shout in a bit, Russ.
Oh, when I set off back of a snake pass, I'll ring you, yeah?
Alright, love.
See you in a bit. Alright. Oh, Dennis. Dennis can't just ring me up and say curry house no more. So Dennis, just got in from work. Busy. Working man now then, paying tax. So yeah. So I went home that night. His dog's jumping all over the place. This is a bad day in Bosnia, this, going back to Hobson's, because technically, let's have it right, all Hobson's they're like dingles, aren't they, with a few quid? That's not aimed at you, AJ. AJ, give me a ring. So that's one funny story. The snooker story, where he had no cues. Can you imagine that? I thought, well in here. Got a right lemon here. I'm going to take all his money off him on his table. He didn't have a queue in house. Nice table though. Other story. Clinton, this is a good one. This is about 2016. I had an Astra convertible, turbo. Pull your arms out your socket, petrol, it was greedy. Mega fast, frighteningly fast. And I reversed down this lane and I stopped. I just touched this woman's bumper. I didn't think she was in car, she was. She got out, didn't she? Oh, I'm going to have to get off here. So I've zoomed off, she's got my number, I've got police all over the place. It's a long story, but police all over the job. So, nightmare. But at the time, when you're out your head, you don't think, do you? You don't think clearly, do you? So, and you get people in your ear all, don't you? And they're saying, you've got to get rid of that coat. So I said, all right. So I got rid of this coat at Gate Clinton once. He didn't want it. I said, Clinton, you can have that coat. But eventually it catches up with you, doesn't it? And well, you have to claim off your insurance, don't they? And that. But the paranoia of that were unbelievable. Everybody had an opinion. I'm saying, oh, what do you think I should do? Oh. I went home. I was like that, looking hard at blinds. Oh, I've got a good boxing show. Oh God. Anyway. So Clinton, I hope you like that coat. That's another good story. Last one, Billy Bremner. When I was a kid growing up, Billy Bremner used to go to the house opposite because he lived in Clifton, next village. And when he died in 1997, they buried him in my village. There were all sorts of people there: Fergie, Dalglish, Jack Charlton, Gordon McQueen. They were all there. Snowden brothers and them. You've probably seen Ian Snowden. He's on my billboard in Blue Everton top. Wouldn't league with Everton. But when Billy used to pull up outside Kevin's, who owns SYPS, his mum's house, I used to be straight over and I used to stick my head in his window. Fat kid, one away ball. Hey up, Billy. All my mates would be watching. He'd be like, all right, hey up. So what you doing, Billy? He said, I'm talking to you, sonny. You know, Scotsman. I'd say, all right, and how you been? You know, I'd be like that, as if I know him. In a bit, Billy. I'd be like that, as if he's going to come round to my house. But, you know, as I look back now, I'm cringing at that. And obviously now I realise what a great player he was, because everybody I speak to from that industry, I said, what would Billy Bremner be worth now? They say you wouldn't be able to buy him. You know what I mean? He'd be that dear. Nobody'd let him go, would they? But yeah, I used to, every time he'd pull up, he had a Nissan Silvia, and he used to say, Billy Bremner of Doncaster Rovers is sponsored by Carnell Motor Group, which was Paul Carnell. And when I left school, I worked for his rival, Robin G Motors. And I think Paul Carnell nicked other one's wife, didn't he, or missus? So, it's a small world, isn't it? You know, you live in a small area. But yeah, Nissan Silvia 1.8 turbo, I'll never forget it, as long as I live. Like I said, I used to be straight over, Billy's here! Or if I were an ice cream man on the street, Billy would send them out to get him an ice cream, wouldn't it? Ian or Snod or any of them, they'd all be at ice cream man getting 99s, and I'd always get same ice cream as them. You know, when you're a kid, you like look up to other people, don't you, I suppose? But you know, just a couple of funny sports stories for you there. And as luck would have it, Big Ron's rung up. Big Ron eating a curry on his own in Sheffield last night. Billy No Mates there. Should pay people proper money, Dennis, and not put them on ticket deals. Hey? Oh no. Okie dokie. That's about it, really. I think I'll go have a coffee with Big Ron. Terry's doing commentating, isn't he, Saturday? So it's all good, isn't it? So okie dokie. Peace out. Keep on trucking, keep supporting boxing. Don't have nightmares. Big shout out, Welcome Estates, Spartan Demolition and Civil Engineering. Boyaka!
2 great reasons why you should use our referral system. Firstly, just by buying or knowing a friend, relative, colleague or client looking to buy a property in Spain, you'll make some money. See the examples in this video of the amounts you could earn just by buying or referring your friend, relative, colleague or client to us. Secondly, Welcome Estates makes buying a property in Spain easy and stress-free. You are referring them to a family-run business that you and they can trust. Buying and referring to us is really that easy.
Porky's Corner is proud to be sponsored by Spartan Site Solutions. They are specialists in civil engineering and demolition contracts for the construction industry. Interested parties should visit their website or contact Porky's Corner for a referral at porkycorner@mail.com.